everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, and right now I'm filming a video which I promised to do a long time ago in a few comment sections, and that is a roundup of my September favorites. Yes, that's right, it's the middle of October and I'm only now doing this because why not? So let's start. First of all, the book I've loved the most in September, because I'm a writer, I love books, I read a lot, so that would be Gazes Into You. I'm not sure if you can see that here. I will also post the cover right here next to me. This is Gazes Into You by Alex Jane. It's a gay mystery, it's a detective story, and I've enjoyed it quite a lot. I've loved how flawed the protagonist is and how interesting the love interest for this protagonist. It's a very strange sort of a story. The protagonist is a former cop and he has a bit of a problem with stalking people. He's not the kind of stalker who would try to have a real world connection with his stalkee, but it so turns out that the man he's been watching in silence from the shadows disappears one day and he's trying really hard to find him. And this is how the mystery begins. It was an amazing read. I loved the style, I loved everything about this story, so I thought I'd share it with you. Moving on from books, I would like to talk about my favorite movie in September. It's actually an animation based on a manga and it's called Whisper of the Heart. I have the Rotten Tomato page opened right here and I'm sure you can see the poster right next to me. This is the story of a girl who loved to read and she falls in love with a boy who used to read all the books she did, checking them out right before her. This boy is passionate about making violins and she's trying to find her way in the world and decide what she wants to do with the rest of her life. It's a very sweet and sometimes angsty story, and the animation is absolutely beautiful, and I just loved it to pieces. And for once my boyfriend recommended a movie that didn't completely break my soul and shatter me inside. That was a new one. That was my September favorite as well. Moving on to writerly advice and storytelling and narratives, I'd like to talk about a very interesting YouTube channel that I've been watching, which is not one of the usual writerly author sort of channels. It's called Overly Sarcastic Productions and I've loved their Trope Talk series. I found it really interesting and inspiring. They also have quite a few videos on different myths, a lot of history roundups, and generally super interesting and educational videos, which is always a plus for me. Sticking to YouTube, but moving more into the lifestyle section, I've been binge watching two lifestyle and fashion channels, and that's one by Justine Leconte and the other one is Useless, which focuses more on minimalism, capsule wardrobes and things like that. I will link both channels down below. Justine is by far my favorite female YouTuber in the overall beauty, lifestyle, fashion community. She's absolutely brilliant, she's super funny and she's just gorgeous. Moving on from fashion, let's get into makeup. Because if it wasn't obvious from the fact that I'm always wearing makeup in my videos, I actually do love makeup and I have a few favorites to share with you. So before we move right into makeup and stuff like that, I want to start with skincare, and I've been using this brand for a while now. I hope you can see this and that it focuses where it should. This is a Romanian brand, it's called Gerovital. This is their Derma line, Derma Plus. It's made with hyaluronic acid and some other great things. Like I said, Romanian brand. Their pharmacy line, you don't find this in normal stores, you have to go to a pharmacy to get them, and I've been loving them. I have an anti-acne one because my face still thinks I'm 17 and, you know, riddled with hormones and teenage stuff. I never did outgrow the acne stage of my life. The other one is sort of a serum for the eyes, which is sort of anti-aging and stuff. I don't have a major wrinkle problem, but because, in case you didn't notice from how weirdly colored my skin is, I do have vitiligo, and that kind of messes up my skin around my eyes because it lost quite a bit of color and it's very sensitive to the sun, so I have to take great care of it. And the last one is just a hydrating face cream, which I use on a daily basis. That's for skincare. Moving on, makeup. I've been loving this single from Wet n Wild. It's called Creme Brulee. It was something that I discovered on Zabrena's channel, which I will talk about in a moment. And I've tried it and it's a great transition shade. I love it on my lid and it's absolutely perfect and super cheap. The problem is Zabrena is my favorite YouTuber in the beauty community who covers drugstore products extensively, because I'm not always much into luxury makeup. I like some things but not all. I'm more likely to spend money on perfume than I am on super expensive makeup, and a lot of things that she recommends are not yet available in Romania. Wet n Wild just recently came up with some of their stuff. They don't have all the products, they don't have all the colors for each product, but you know, I love them so far. Speaking of Zabrena, I think I've mentioned her on my blog because she does this series of historically accurate makeup looks. So you have something from ancient Greece, something from ancient Egypt, and it's all super researched. But I really can't mention her in this particular video because it's not something I discovered in September. I've been watching her for months, but you know, just Google her, and you know what, I'll just leave the link in the description because that should be easy. The major discovery of the month of September is that I'm in love with red lips. As you can see from all my videos, I have 3 different lipsticks that are all shades of red. This one is the most vibrant bluish one of them, and this is a Maybelline supposedly matte liquid lipstick, which I bought the Maybelline one because I really love this shade. I'm wearing it right now, and I was watching Zabrena's channel and she was just talking about the new liquid lipstick line from Maybelline that's really great, and it actually dries down matte and it's kind of transfer resistant, and I thought this was it, but guess what? No, they hadn't brought that to Romania, so this doesn't dry completely matte and it's super easy to, you know, wipe off, which is a bit annoying, but that's it. The second one, which is a bit darker, and it has and has less blue in it, I think, is a really old Avon Cosmetics Color Trend lipstick. And I'm not kidding, it's an Avon lipstick. Yet it's one of the best lipsticks I've ever owned. It's not supposed to be matte, but it dries down matter than this one, which is great. And this one is something I picked when I was getting my hair done. Someone came in and they were selling lipsticks, and I got this red one, which is the darkest that I own. It might seem like I have a lot of them because 3 of them are red, but to be honest, I have only 2 more. One which is a nude color and the other one is a pink, another liquid lipstick, which actually drains down matte. So yeah, you can tell of my 5 lipsticks I have 3 reds, clearly a favorite, which I'm honestly just rediscovering now. I haven't been wearing red lipstick in a very long time. I started sort of this summer, but then it got to be really addictive and I always wear it when I'm wearing lipstick, which is not every day, but pretty much every time I'm wearing makeup I'll have red lipstick on. Then we have L'Oreal foundation. This is their infallible matte. My shade is, I have no idea, rose beige, 13 rose beige. I'm loving it. It provides a medium, maybe even full coverage if you try really hard. It's transfer proof, it's really great. I've loved it so far. And next on the list is this palette from Sleek Cosmetics, which has a sort of a bronzing contour shade, a highlighter, and a blush. I'm not sure if you can see just how much I've been using this. It's been well loved and I've only had it since the beginning of September. This has been great for me. I'm loving it and I'm very surprised how well it's been wearing. And this wraps up the makeup part of this video, and now let's move on to other favorites. As you've seen, I have quite a lot of hair and it's not always easy to handle it. I used to use coconut oil as a hair mask and I would put it on my dry hair, leave it on for 2 to 4 hours and then wash it off. And it worked great, but then I discovered the wonders of argan oil, which does way better on my hair. I have this hair oil which has argan in it, and I have a hair mask that has argan oil. And then, because that wasn't enough and I decided that's good for my entire body, I also got this body scrub. This is the same brand, it's called Hammam, it's the same brand as my hair mask, and these are just great for my skin, great for my hair. I've been loving them and using them all the time. So yeah, I've also bought argan oil shampoo and conditioner, this paraben-free Naturalis brand, but I'm not yet sure if I like it or not. I'm going to keep testing it throughout October and let you know what I think. So that's about it. Is there anything left? Oh, anime. I'm watching Clanad. I've been watching others, trying them out, but Clanad is the only one I've enjoyed. I've started watching it more in September, but we're still watching it, so not a clear favorite for the month. I've talked about books. Oh, coffee! I'm usually a cappuccino girl, but all through September I started to drink more lattes, and I blame my friend Alina Chinkan for it, because she always drinks lattes and I've tried it and now I drink lattes all the time. That's it. It's all I've got for you today in terms of favorites. I hope you've enjoyed them, and if I have to pick something that was making me the most cheerful and happy throughout the month, it would be the red lips. This has been amazing. Starting to wear red lips again was absolutely revolutionizing for me and my spirits. I have not felt so good about myself and my makeup, and I know it has nothing to do with the lipstick itself, but I felt confident enough to wear it because I'm happy with where my writing is going, where my career is going, where my life is going, and I'm just feeling the red, which has been my favorite color my entire life, so not surprising there. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you think it's kind of all over the place and not exactly professional looking in how I've presented my favorites, I'm sorry, this is my first one. I'll do so much better next time when I think it will be easier for me to present all my favorites and be less stressed and worried about it, because I get nervous when I try new things on my YouTube channel. That's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up. That will tell me you want more of these, or you can say so in the comment if you thought this was useful in any way and you'd like to see more of these. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you tomorrow. Oh, and before I go, because it's the weekend and you might need something to read, you have only 2 more days to download a free copy of Dusk to Dawn from all Amazon sites. The free promotion ends at the end of the day on Sunday, so hurry up and get your copy and enjoy your weekend. Bye!